Introducing Lunch Global, a culinary journey around the world. Tune in to Global Television with Chung Animal Joseph for a mouth-watering experience like never before. Join in as we explore diverse cuisines, exotic flavors, and exciting recipes from every corner of the globe. Lunch Global.
A balanced meal is crucial for maintaining good health and overall well-being. It provides the body with the necessary nutrients and energy required for various psychological processes, growth, and development. Consuming a variety of nutrients in each meal is crucial for maintaining good health and overall well-being. And of course, a balanced meal contains the right combination of macronutrients, which are the carbohydrates, protein, and fat, and the micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. This ensures that the body receives the necessary energy, building blocks, and essential elements to function optimally. Now, the importance of consuming a variety of nutrients in each meal can be understood through adequate nutrient intake. That's for you to eat a balanced meal by helping yourself in meeting the daily nutrient requirements of the body. Now, different nutrients also tend to play different roles in maintaining good health, such as vitamins for immune function, minerals for bone health, and proteins for muscle growth. Now, it also prevents nutrient deficiencies. Now, if you eat a balanced meal, whatever it is, nutrient deficiencies, when you're lacking certain nutrients, it helps to prevent certain deficiencies, when you are lacking. Now, I remember in one of our episodes, we're talking about taking the right vitamins. We spoke about the vitamin K, the vitamin C, the vitamin E. Now, different nutrients with their functions. And if that is lacking, there are certain deficiencies that definitely, your body starts to react, or you start to fall ill, lose your strength and your energy. Now, this eating a balanced diet now help you, or a balanced meal, help you, get over such deficiencies. Now, consuming a variety of nutrients ensures that you do not miss out on any of those essential nutrients. Now, deficiencies in certain nutrients can lead to health problems such as anemia due to iron deficiency, or weak bones for calcium deficiencies. And if you followed up on all of those are episode, or in that particular episode, you now gets to understand what are some of these deficiencies that happen when you're lacking zinc, when you're lacking iron, when you're lacking vitamin C, vitamin B, and all of that. Now, it also enhances taste and enjoyment. When your food is properly made, well balanced, you just feel good eating. You enjoy the meal. Now, I don't know if you've been in a situation whereby, maybe you're out of money, or you're broke, our normal slangs when it comes to, like, you don't have money. You can easily say, oh, I'm broke, I can't do this, or I cannot even eat a proper meal, and all that. And then sometimes you just have to eat because it is important to eat, because you're hungry, and you can't afford staying hungry, but you know that that food is not what you want to eat, and it doesn't give you, that thing about you. It doesn't say you, it doesn't speak you, but then you just eat the food because you need to survive, you need to be okay, you need to eat, and all of that. Now, it enhances all of those. It enhances taste and enjoyment. By eating a diverse range of food, not only provide nutritional benefit, but also add variety to your diet, making it more enjoyable and less monotonous. Now, it also supports your weight. It helps with healthy weight. It helps you get the right, the right fat in the right place, the right everything is literally put in place. Balanced meal will help you maintain a healthy weight, and also provide you the right amount of nutrients, and preventing overreacting or unhealthy food choices. And of course, in all of those things, when there's reaction, there are problems after eating. Of course, at all times, we advise that you see a professional, you see a doctor, to understand what you need to take and what the body likes. And then, for the sake of, the whole thing today, we're going to be talking about a lot. We're going to be talking about the importance of having to eat a balanced meal. And of course, what is most important, is having a meal plan. We have talked about meal plan almost consistently, almost every month we talk about meal planning because it's important. People tend to, overlook the idea of meal planning, and then you just eat what is available. Meal planning will help you understand what you should eat, what your body needs. It will give you the opportunity to listen to your body and understand what your body needs. So you're welcome to this special episode today. Yes, it's very special because we're going to be talking about your diet and of course your meal plan. I am Chung Annabel Joseph. But before we go into the meal planning aspect of today, let's quickly go on a short break and we will return shortly. So stay tuned. Welcome back from the short break and welcome to Lunch Global. If you're just catching up with us today, I am Chung Annabel Joseph. Of course, today we'll be looking at the importance of eating a balanced meal and of course your meal plan, which is I think the major thing and is one thing that we're all guilty of. Yes, sometimes we want to try and get those meal plans available, but sometimes because of maybe stress, lack of consistency, we tend to just ignore them. Like, oh, people, you just like to eat orishiri, you just like eating anything, you just like eating just maybe a lot of people feel like when you're trying to be so into your meal planning, looks like, oh, maybe you're just trying to show yourself, or you're trying to form, or you're trying to, our normal languages. But then that's not the case. Trust me, that's the best way to eat healthy. When you are so focused on knowing what your body desires or what your body needs, or what your body, you're not talking only about your stomach or trying to eradicate an instant hunger. You're talking about, long term. You're talking about your health. You're talking about as you age. You're talking about keeping fit and all that. So meal plan is very important, and I think today we're going to be talking more about that, and we're also going to be looking at how can you come up with all of this meal planning. Now, generally a healthy diet consists of many fresh vegetables and fruit and limit processed food, but ask your doctor or your dietitian for advice in making such choices. A well-balanced meal provides all of the energy you need to keep active throughout the day, nutrients you need for growth and repair, helping you to stay strong and healthy and help to prevent diet-related illness. Whether you're trying to lose weight or just improve your diet, meal planning is an easy step to help you reach your goals. There are numerous advantages of planning out your meals in advance that can not only save your waistline but also improve your health. With anything in life, you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now, this applies to meal planning as well. Planning meal and snack ahead of time increases the chance for success. It increases the likelihood of a healthier food choice will be made. So we're going to be looking at those benefits that you can get. What are those things that you will get? What are those benefits that you tend to achieve when you are, consistent or making making your meal plan or planning your meal. Now you get to learn portion control when you plan your meal. Portion control is very important. I talk about portion control almost all the time. It is very, very important. It might sound so vague and maybe you're just saying, but trust me, it might not be easy at the start, because you're so used to eating a heap of rice, or a plate, like maybe 2 plates of rice, or 5 wraps of eba, or I don't know how you eat your meal, but then that is not a healthy way to eat. What you need to do, when you have your meal plan, it gives you the quantity, it helps you with the size, it helps you eat the right meal. If you want to eat your swallow, if I'm eating gari, how, like, the quantity, what's the carbohydrate level of gari, of eba, and one meal will work perfectly well with that. Is it egusi? Is it vegetables? Is it okra? What am I supposed to make that? What protein goes better? Now, it helps you study your meal, and then it helps you understand what your body needs. Now, planning your own meal will allow you to see how much you're actually eating. This also prevents you from overeating at restaurants, which tends to serve a way bigger portion that you should actually be eating. But then sometimes when we get to buy food in restaurant, we tend to push our mind like, oh my god, their portions are very little, because we want to eat everything. We want to just get so filled up to a point that you just want to start sleeping the next minute. But then that's not the idea of eating. You're supposed to eat it. Food is supposed to give you energy to do your activity. So imagine you are done eating and then you want to sleep. That means there's a problem somewhere. That means you're overeating. So eating the right portion helps you stay energetic, and of course it boosts your ability to work, and then helps you, it sustains and all that. So when you eat, you're not supposed to feel all lazy or feel all dizzy, except if you're not eating the right meal or something is wrong somewhere. But when you eat in portions, it keeps you going, and then you always go back to continue eating your food in between time. Now you have your lunch time. You can decide to spread that food within that period of if it's 1 hour, if it's 2 hours or 3 hours, maybe let's say anything from maybe 12 to 2 or 12 to 3, you want to eat your lunch. You have from that 12, or a bit better still 11, you can eat your meal 11 to 2. And then once it is 2, then you can decide to cut down on eating any serious meal, and then you can decide to snack, or maybe take your yogurt or take your fruit or your snack, healthy snack. Now, portion control, meal planning, also helps you eat healthy. Now, it helps you research. It helps you understand the meal you're eating. It helps you, understand your body. You take your time to analyze what you need, not your cravings. The exact thing that your body needs in order to stay healthy. So when you're hungry and your blood sugar drops, you're more inclined to eat whatever you can get the fastest. And this is why some of us settle for closest fast food joints with unhealthy options. By planning your meal, you tend to eliminate these issues when you have a balanced meal at your fingertips, filled with nutrient-dense food, prepared and ready to go. So many times unhealthy foods are chosen because of convenience. Now, if you can take this time out to plan your meals, write a grocery list and have fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans available, they will become convenient and eaten more often. Now, that's because you have everything sorted out when going for your shopping, when you're either going to a grocery store, or you're going to a farmer's market, or you're going to any market, Now, when you have your meal plan, it helps you know, okay, this is what I'm buying when I'm going to the market, and then it gives you the ability to be able to plan well and, of course, eat healthy. So it gives you the opportunity to eat well. It also saves time. You have everything planned. You have your list. You know what you want to eat on Monday morning, Monday for breakfast. You know what you want to eat in the afternoon. But if you're someone who does the intermittent fasting, it also gives you, the room to eat even much more better. Okay, I'm supposed to have I'm supposed to go in with my intermittent fasting. Maybe I'm doing 6 or 8, so 16 or 8, right? 16, 5 or 5-2 or 6-1. Now it depends on how you're doing your intermittent fasting. So if you're going out with, if you're the person who does that, now it gives you time to eat better, so it saves time. Being hungry and realizing you have nothing planned is undoubtedly stressful, and you all can bear me witness, because sometimes when I find myself in this kind of space that I'm feeling so stressful because I don't even know what to eat and I'm hungry, guess what happens? I end up not even eating at all, and then I miss out on eating, at that moment, and it affects my health. So instead of standing in front of your refrigerator or pantry deciding what to whip up, you can have your healthy meals ready in minutes. That's because you have everything ready. This also saves you the hassle of cleaning up after cooking. Now it also saves money because you buy your food in quantity. You buy what you need. You don't buy in excess. You don't buy what you don't want to eat. If on a Monday you're supposed to eat this, you know that you have them in that quantity. Tuesday, maybe your meal plan is, you're making your meal plan for a week, and it's easy to even make a meal plan for a week. If you decide to make your meal plan for like a month, it's like you tend to, I don't know, it can be tiring, but a lot of people plan their meals too, like a monthly meal plan. But then advisably, I would advise that you plan your meals weekly. Now you have a lot of time to also make plan for the coming week, and then sometimes you can try to, okay, let me plan it for 2 weeks, or let me plan it, and then as you go on, you tend to, like, you get to understand, and then you might decide to, okay, I want to do my meal plan for like 1 month, and then it depends on how you eat your food and then how you're going to break it. Now it saves you money, because everyone can agree that saving money is something we all try to do because it is very important, and meal planning is a great way to help. While you skip out on spending money at restaurants, meal planning also involves buying items in bulk, which can be a huge money saver. Now, sticking on what's on the list also avoids impulse buying at the grocery store. Like, it helps you. Like ladies, sometimes when we're going to the market, I know a lot of ladies will do that. Sometimes you're like, oh, the money remained, and then I want to add this and add that. It helps, because sometimes you have it all, you have your grocery list ready, and you know exactly what you're buying. And then when you even go to the market, you now tend to see that, oh, I've even bought everything that is on that list, and I'm still having something left. Now it saves money. It also helps you put the money into something else that you need, not something you do not need. I think we need to learn to not buy what we do not need. Let's always try to buy what we need and what is important. Now, it also helps you avoid wasting food. When it comes to planning meal, you can go to the grocery store with a plan and know how you're going to use all of the items. When every food has a purpose, you won't have to worry about items in your refrigerator going to waste, whether you're cooking for your entire family or just yourself. Taking the time to plan your meal for the week ahead is definitely worth the effort. Now, the key is just to set aside a little bit of time each week to do it. Just take one meal at a time. Try to make the best choice possible for that meal. And now, what are the, how do you make your meal plan? How do you come up with it? For people who have never done meal plan, I know sometimes it sounds as if meal plan like is a lot of work, but trust me, it is not so much work. It's you learning what to eat, what the kind of vegetables are available, the kind of grains that you have, the kind of fruits you love, and what is even in the market. Sometimes, we always like to cook what we know, not because we like to eat what is healthy. We like to eat what we know, and we like to eat what is fast. That's why now what is reigning is noodles. Noodles is everywhere. Everywhere you go, noodles. And trust me, it's becoming too much, and it's not even healthy. And when we're making the noodles, it's just maybe noodles and egg, maybe pepper and onions, and we don't even eat vegetables like that, except if maybe you're going to a restaurant, or you're going to, maybe you're in a hotel or something, they pack the food super well, they make it with vegetables, but sometimes we just like fast food. Meal planning helps you not to rush. You are eating healthy, and you're not in a rush. So now let's look at some of the examples of meal plan. So for breakfast, you can make a whole grain toast with avocado spread, scrambled eggs, and a side mix of berries. I said whole grain toast with avocado spread, scrambled eggs, and a side of mixed berries. That's for breakfast. So this can also be an option for a breakfast. Then you can also go in with Greek yogurt with granulars, sliced almonds, and a banana. You can also do like a smoothie made with low-fat milk, spinach, berries, bananas, and a scoop of protein powder. Then for lunch, you can decide to go in with grilled chicken salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and a light vinaigrette dressing. You can also go with whole wheat pita stuffed with hummus, roasted vegetables, and feta cheese. And the lots of them are there. Maybe you have a particular thing you love so much, maybe broccolis with a tomato, and then you have your grilled chicken. You can go in, like, all of those things can work perfectly. Now, this is just an idea for you. You can use this particular, recipes or these ideas to be able to develop your own meal plan. And for dinner, you can go in with baked salmon with steamed broccoli, brown rice, and a side salad, or stir fried with lean beef, mixed vegetables, and brown rice. You can also try lentil soup with whole grain bread and a side salad. And for your snack, for people who love to snack, I think we all love to snack, then you can go in with apple slices with peanut butter, carrot sticks with hummus, a handful of mixed nuts and dried fruits. Now, this example showcases a variety of nutrient-dense food from different food groups, including carbohydrate, proteins, healthy fats, and a range of vitamins and minerals. Balancing these components in each meal ensures that you receive the necessary nutrients for optimal health. And now, in conclusion, consuming a variety of nutrients in each meal is essential for maintaining good health and preventing nutrient deficiency. By following a balanced meal plan like the ones mentioned above, you can ensure that your body gets all the essential nutrients it needs for proper functioning, growth, and overall well-being. Remember to incorporate a diverse range of food from different food groups and adjust portion sizes according to your daily nutrient requirements and physical activity level. So do not go eat what you do not require. If you work out so much, you're someone who does a very tedious and work that requires so much strength, then you know that you need more of protein, you need more of fiber. You just need all of this to make sure that your body, you're not losing your muscle mass, you're not losing your strength, and then you're still building your bones and all of that. So you need food that keeps you going, you need food that keeps you stronger, and of course, most importantly, you need to stay dehydrated, and you should try your possible best to eat more fruits and vegetables. I would say that all the time, like why fruit and vegetable, all the time when we come here we talk about fruit and vegetable because they are natural food, they are not processed food. You have fruit everywhere. So, we have homes or houses that when you go there, it's like it's a garden, it's like it's a farm. There's so much fruit and vegetables there, and that's because it's really important, and you don't need to even spend so much to get that. And health is not that expensive. We make it that way, but if you really want to stay healthy and you do not want to spend so much money taking care of your health, trust me, the fastest way to take care of your body, your health, your skin, your eyesight, your brain is by eating food, the right food. I mean, not just anyhow food, is by eating the right food. And if you ask me what are those food, I would still say fruit and vegetables because they are natural and they are super healthy. So I'm going to be taking a stop here today. Thank you for joining me on Lunch Global today. I am still your host, Chung Anamel Joseph. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you on our next episode. Bye.